Good morning, everybody. Orin J here with another War of the Visions video, and if you missed the FFBE War of the Visions 2-year global anniversary live stream, I said it, that was like my third take, I said it right that time. You missed a ton of news. A ton of stuff is coming to the game, and I wanted to make a video real quick, just kind of going over it broadly to set up for a whole series of videos coming out really soon where I go in depth on this stuff. There is a ton of stuff coming to global by about the 23rd, right? That's when we're going to start this anniversary. That's when all these things you see off to that side of me are going to be coming out. So let's talk about it. If you missed that stream, let me catch you up real quick and then look forward to really in-depth videos about these things later. Okay, first of all, the MR or lower rarity upgrade poll did finish. I want to mention this. Shadow Lynx is the winner. So sometime in the future, we're going to be able to look forward to getting a UR version of Shadow Lynx. Personally, I liked all three of them that made the list. They were all three that I ranked very high on my which character should you vote for list. I was pushing for Adelard because jamming Thrustiga, come on, that would be absolutely OP. But Shadow Lynx won. She was the waifu of the three who made it, between her, Dario, and Adelard. So of course she would win. She did win. Cool. Looking forward to that unit, but that's going to be further down the line. Let's get more in the moment. And the winner of the Vision Card Art Contest also got announced. That would be Gareth Cardelli. Wrote that down and I read it. He made a Vision card called Happy Birthday Global. Okay, look, let me say something about all the Vision cards and the artwork that got submitted. Y'all are really good artists. Like, I cannot draw that good. I cannot make art that good. If I could, man, my videos and my streams would be a lot more artistically, I don't know, they would look better is what I'm trying to say. Apparently I don't use my words that well either, but congratulations to Gareth. Congratulations to everybody who made the finals. You guys are great artists. Thank you for submitting your work. Thank you guys for caring enough about the game, about the community, to take time out of your lives to make that artwork, and congratulations to Gareth. Okay, now let's get to the stuff that is coming to the game on the 23rd. And I'm going to start by talking about the Final Fantasy XIV plus the other mainline series Final Fantasy reruns. And I don't know if I should call them all reruns. Okay, let's start with 14. 14 is getting a true rerun, right? Thancred, Y'shtola catching their EX jobs. We're getting a new Scion's Vision card for light element units, and this is cool. I've heard a lot of people like Umbra Rays over on JP saying they think EX Thancred is actually pretty dang good. So I'm definitely going to do a whole video about this. I'm definitely excited. And my thoughts go like this. I hope leveling Thancred and Y'shtola is very free. Right? Like, if you remember the last rerun for Final Fantasy XIV, it was super easy to level up Thancred. Barely cost any Visior, if any at all. And by what they were saying in the live stream, I kind of gathered that this should be super accessible to a lot of people, especially if you already have them sitting at level 99 right now. I think this should be cheap. Right? Which is good, because there's a ton of stuff that's going to be consuming our Visior during the anniversary, and Thancred, look, if you invested into Thancred, I think you deserve a little free boost to his EX, because of the 100 cost units in the game, well, there's the 100 cost units, and then there's the 60 cost unit Thancred. So anyway, a whole video coming out about Final Fantasy XIV, the upgrades, all of that. Look forward to it. I'm excited. Now, the rest of the mainline Final Fantasy reruns that got announced, it sounded like we're probably just going to get banners if you want to catch something that you missed. What those banners look like, I don't know. But I think it's just 1, 4, and 10 that are getting banners. Tactics is definitely not. It was like the obvious thing that didn't get said. And let's be real, we all knew Final Fantasy Tactics wasn't getting rerun at the 2-year anniversary. There's no way Global's getting that before JP. But it is pretty cool. If you missed out on Titus and you really want him, I think you're going to have a chance to get him. Same with Warrior of Light or anybody from those previous mainline Final Fantasy things. That's fine. They're going to be there. I don't know that a ton of people will pull on them because of all the rest of the stuff. Okay, next up, Dark Odin got announced. Now, this is a Vision card Esper combo, and you might be thinking, why did Like, why would that's kind of a weird thing to add in here. But the reason they did is Dark Odin is the first of a new type of vision card coming to the game. It's dual element. So like right now, most of the vision cards that we get are like, oh, it's a wind vision card and it has a wind unit buff and it has a wind group buff. Dark Odin is a water and ice vision card and a colorless Esper. So the Esper looks pretty strong, slash attack, man-eater, actually has increased chance to apply poison, which could be pretty cool for more the merrier, I think. 18 agility, he looks really strong. And if you're a water or ice player, the vision card is pretty good. I'll just give you a brief rundown. It has human killer and HP up as the unit effect. It has attack HP up and single target resist for the group buff. That's pretty strong. It also has agility, spirit, AP, attack, a ton of HP. It's a very good vision card in Esper. Here's my thought on it though. It's coming out at a time where we have Final Fantasy XIV, Final Fantasy VI that you see further down the list, the other Final Fantasy reruns. Like, there's so much that is going to be calling out for our Visior. I wonder if some people might not skip Odin here. And I'll also give a warning. My worst pulling experience in this game came on Bahamut. I made a video called Pain and Suffering about this, where I don't know how much Viz I dropped on Bahamut. I did a pull wars. I actually didn't get him, and I was streaming, and later in the stream, I like earned 2,000 Visior playing the game, and people were like, you should pull, and I did, and I got him, and I was like, well, that was 60, 70,000 Viz. It was awful. So, check the banner on this. Like, I could have caught Bahamut later, and I almost wish I would have, based on how much Visior I spent. Worth it. I've used that at Vision Card Esper more than many others, but let's see what the banner is for this guy before I fully react. Of course, I'll be covering that when it drops. Okay, Trust Stones. This is the biggest one in my opinion. This is an entirely new system coming to the game where you can take TMRs, Trust Masters, right, and gear them out. Each Trust Master can equip 6 stones, 3 offensive ones, 3 defensive ones. There's a whole lot to say here. You can farm the lower rarity ones. You can trade them up for the higher rarity ones. There will be missions you can accomplish, daily quests you can do. I spent a lot of the day earlier today taking notes, watching JP YouTubers videos about this, looking at builds that other JP players have used, and I got a whole primer. I'm going to make a big video about this, get us ready so we know what it's kind of like going in. Just know this is really going to be a way to customize your team. You can pick your favorite TMRs, whether they're weapons, which you can make into better than the craftable weapons, or bells, armor, stuff that you really like to use. You can make really OP now, and this will give you a chance to customize gear and make teams that are more uniquely yours. I'm sure there will be some more broken builds than others, but I really look forward to having my own unique set of gear and talking about it. So that video's coming out soon, and it's going to be a big one. That's the thing I'm most excited about, Trust Stones. Honestly, of all the things. Anyway, next up, sub-vision card slots. This is another thing that we knew was coming. You basically are going to be able to equip 2 vision cards. You can see it kind of on the icon there. A main vision card and a sub-vision card. You will not get 100% of the stats from the sub-vision card, but things like vision card abilities you will be able to use. This is really powerful, and being able to equip 2 vision cards, guys, vision cards just became more important than ever. Especially if you're a new player and you kind of just want to like pull a whole bunch of units. If you're trying to be strong, building up vision cards could be the way to go going forward. Being able to equip 2 seems really strong. That's coming. Okay, and then the biggest, I think the most hype thing as far as generally was the Final Fantasy VI collaboration. Yeah, this is something like we knew it was coming. Everybody's a little coy about it because you don't want to be the person who like guarantees it's coming and then they do something else. But I was about 99.5% sure Final Fantasy VI was dropping on the 23rd in global. Couple changes though to how they did it in JP. I believe in JP 2 units came out and then a unit and a vision card came out like a week or maybe 2 weeks in. We are actually getting all 3 of the Final Fantasy VI units straight away, and then we're getting the vision card later. I think the reason they're doing this is there's going to be a global exclusive unit, which got teased by Hiroki at the end of the video. He said something like, well, I don't know if I was supposed to mention this because it wasn't in the script, but be ready for a global exclusive new unit. That's all the info we got on the new global exclusive unit, but I really think that they bumped the Final Fantasy VI release schedule up a little bit to make room for that global exclusive. So if you're really, really hyped about FF6, and I know some of you out there have 100k, 200k Visior saved up and ready to go, if you're hyped up for it, know there might be a really OP unit coming out just after them. My guess would be an element maybe that doesn't already have a global exclusive unit. Wind could get another power up here, because let me just tell you, okay, so like, look, we're getting the free, the light element Final Fantasy VI unit is free. That's locked. The big news for global though was about Terra. Terra is getting hooked up in the global version. If you're a fire player, I think you should be very, very excited about this. I wrote it down. They mentioned it in the stream. Terra is getting a buff to her meltdown move. It's getting more from 3 uses to 6 uses. That seems pretty good. And then the vision card, which is already super great for her, is also getting magic and agility up. So she's getting hooked up in global, trying to maybe encourage some more fire players to show up. Water's time is coming, but Terra's looking really strong in global. So FF6 is dropping. You just saw that video play on the screen. That's really cool. And we know a new global exclusive unit is dropping. I'm guessing at the tail end of it. The FF6 collab is running for over a month. So if you're worried about being able to like slow build, especially Locke, who we're getting for free, don't worry. You're going to have a month and 3 days, I think is what it was, to build these guys up. That's plenty of time if you don't have the viz to quick build something, or maybe you want to snag a Final Fantasy VI unit and you know, one of the older collaboration units. And there it is. Okay, that was all of the news that came out. Tried to keep this as short as I can, and like I said, very detailed you know, preview videos will come out about all of this stuff over the next few days. Super exciting time to play the game, and I'm so excited for Trust Stones, man. I want to tweak out my Oldoan apron into the god tier TMR it deserves to be. Alright guys, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.